So here's the truth about cold showers. And I'm going to tell you in this video whether you should start taking morning cold showers or not. And also my thought process behind everything and what I think about the whole, if you're not taking any cold showers, you're not going to be successful, or, oh, because I'm taking a ice cold shower every single morning, I'm going to be successful. It's a very weird debate actually online, and I just thought I'd address it on my YouTube channel because I've actually been taking a cold shower, an ice cold shower, every single morning for a good 2 years now. A bit more than 2 years, probably coming up to 2.5 years, every single morning without any excuses. Okay, I'm talking literally no days missed. There's not been a single day where I've decided to have a warm shower or a hot shower instead of a cold shower for the last 2 years. Okay, so it's like a cemented habit in my life right now, and I can tell you the benefits of it, and then I'll get on to whether you should try it or not and make it a habit of your own. Okay, first things first, one of the great things about it, and again, this isn't me saying, yeah, you need to take a cold shower, if not, you're not going to be successful, right? Because I don't believe in that crap, and I'll get onto that in a bit. But one of the great things about it, the whole concept of taking an ice cold shower first thing in the morning, after you wake up, maybe down a quick glass of water, a quick pint of water, hopping into the cold shower. I do it actually after my morning push-ups. I do push-ups every single morning, then I get into the cold shower. It also makes it just that little bit easier when you've got a little pump and you're kind of pumped up for the day. You've just got a little body workout in, right? But one of the great things about it is that it essentially encapsulates what you need to get done in your day. The mentality of the mentality that you need in order to win your day, if that makes sense. And that mentality is simply getting the shit that you don't want to do done and doing it ASAP, doing it without hesitation. Okay, when I get into a freezing cold shower in the morning, especially in the winter days, right? Like right now I'm in Europe, we're coming out of winter, it's getting a bit warmer. So, I'll be the first to say cold showers are easier in the spring, summer, the hot months compared to the winter, right? When it's bloody 0 degrees or -5 degrees Celsius outside. But even then, those are the hot, let's take those days as the example. It's a -5 degree morning and I know I need to get in a freezing cold shower, and I do it. I am basically starting my day with a massive win, aside from, doing my push-ups and basically, sticking to my pretty brief morning routine. I'm not one to have a 2-hour, 3-hour morning routine. I really do believe that's bullshit. Whatever works for you, right? Whatever works for you at the end of the day. Some people like that. I just prefer to get to work as soon as possible. So essentially, when I get into this cold shower, which I absolutely don't want to do, and again, this is most days, even though this is a cemented habit in my life, 90% of the days, 80% of the days, I really don't want to get in the cold shower, right? And some days, maybe I'll delay it for a minute, There'll be a bit of hesitation, and then I'll catch myself and I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing, right? The cold water isn't going to get any warmer by not getting in the water. And so that's a lesson for life. That's the whole lesson. It's you've got a task at hand, you've got a task that you need to do. The faster you take action on it, the easier it is, and also the more rewarding it feels. The more you delay it, the harder it gets to actually take action on that task, and therefore whenever you eventually do it, if you do it, it doesn't really feel that rewarding, because you're like, damn, this was actually not as hard as I built it up to be in my mind. Why didn't I take action on this earlier? Why didn't I take action on this a week ago, a month ago, etc., etc.? And so I'm taking this small concept, this small idea of taking an ice cold shower every single morning, and basically using that to essentially as a metaphor for everything that you want to get done in your life, right? Because as I say, it sets the tone for the day. Once I commit to doing that cold shower, I get in it, I basically have it for about a minute and a half. It's a minute and a half cold shower, okay, so not a super long one, but enough to really get the blood pumping and get the adrenaline pumping, right? Once I get out of it every single morning, even though I've been doing this for a while now, I feel like a king. I feel amazing. And that is the feeling of basically discipline, right? Of after doing a task that requires discipline, you get that huge release of basically dopamine that makes you want to do it time and time again. Now, if you are someone watching this right now and you want to maybe try these cold showers out for yourself and test your discipline muscle, but also grow your discipline muscle, because the more you do it, the more disciplined you become. It's just one thing out of many things that you can do on a daily basis that will build your discipline muscle and make you more capable in life in general, okay? Because discipline is something that can only serve you, right? There's taking cold showers, there's going to the gym every single day, there's, getting your work done every single day. All of these things contribute to you being more disciplined as a human being. There's sticking to your diet as well. All of these things require huge amounts of discipline, and the more you do them, the more disciplined you get. And so this is like a very easy way, like an easy task to tick off your list every single morning, getting in a freezing cold shower that takes less than 2 minutes to do, that really sets the tone for the rest of your day. It kicks your day off with a win, and then you can get into your actual work task, your first work task for the day, with that mentality of, look, like, you just completed this challenge, we could say, this task of getting in this freezing shower, and you did it, you felt great, so I'm going to do this task now, and I'm going to see how amazing I feel after that. And the thing is your brain then naturally becomes wired to chase the hard things, because you understand that the dopamine you get after doing the hard things is a lot better than the dopamine you get whilst doing the easy things, okay? So basically the answer in this video is, if you haven't tried it for yourself, doing these ice cold showers every single morning, I'm a big believer that you need to try it, okay? So literally as soon as tomorrow, or if you're watching this, I don't know, early morning, just do it right now in the morning, but latest tomorrow morning, try this for yourself and do it for, commit to like a week, 2 weeks minimum, so that you can actually make it somewhat of a habit, and see how you feel after, see how you like it, see how it affects your mentality, how it affects your discipline, how it makes you feel in the morning when you wake up. Because it's not for everyone. That's why I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, to try it, because some people look like it doesn't really, whilst they know it's really good for their discipline, it just doesn't really serve them. For me, I know it does, for me personally, because as I say, it goes back to my point of, like, it sets the tone for the day. Once I get through this little first bit of challenge in the morning, bit of hardship, you could say. I mean, it's not really a hardship, it's like just something that I really don't want to do, it makes everything else in the day a bit easier to do, and it's like when I talk about inside of my my brotherhood, my inner circle, like eating the frog first in the morning, getting the hardest task done when it comes to your work in the morning, like as fast as possible, is such a great strategy to getting more shit done, because it then makes everything else easier in comparison, right? And this is something that a lot of people don't do. They get the easy stuff done first, they coast through their day, and then they leave the harder stuff, for later on in the day, once they've already depleted all of their energy, all of their brain power, and then it becomes harder and harder to actually do those hard tasks, and they never actually end up doing them, and they delay them forever and ever. And they, more often than not, just end up deleting it from their to-do list, because they've just dragged it on forever and ever. And so basically, take this video as a lesson of delayed gratification, but also to try implementing these ice cold showers in your morning routine, okay, as a habit. Because if you haven't tried it already, it's something that I think could genuinely help you a lot. Okay, it's not going to change your life. I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to make you rich, it's going to make you ripped, it's going to get you that girlfriend. No, I'm not a guy to say that a morning routine or taking cold showers is going to absolutely change your life. It won't, but it will help you massively, depending on the person that you are, okay? Because I do know some people who are massively successful who just don't take any cold showers, right? And then others that do, and they take multiple a day, right? So it's really, there's no set rule when it comes to this, but all I'll say is that it's served me massively over the last 2 years. It's definitely made me more disciplined, made me more more productive in my days, and it's just a great way to start the day. You get the adrenaline pumping, you feel like you've already conquered a little battle in your mind, because that's what it is. It's you versus you, ultimately. Getting in that cold shower every single morning, it's you winning against the demons in your mind, right? It's your boss voice winning over your bitch voice. And when you do that, you already build some positive momentum, and you carry that on for the rest of your day, and you end up winning more days. So try it out, and I'll see you in the next video.